Hey, it's 20th of February 2022 and it's currently 12:45 p.m. and I have been wanting to make this video for a long time now, but because of some reason or the other it kept getting delayed. But here I am finally making this video. I remember the last video in this 0 to 10k series was on 18th of January, so it's been more than more than a month without any updates, and like I have quite a few things to share in this video. Like a lot of things happened in the past month that I want to talk about, so it's going to be a bit longer video than usual, so let's get into it. Also, I tried screen recording with my laptop and it works, so I'm also going to go into the laptop and show you how I have been doing things, so it's going to be super fun. All right, so starting from the beginning, like on 18th of January, you might remember in the last video I said that I want to start building my personal brand on LinkedIn, and that's what I did. So jumping on to my laptop here, this is the post I made on 18th of January. You can say it's almost been 1 month. So I said today on 18th January I have 165 followers, and starting today I'll work on making more friends and providing more value. And yep, this was the post, and you can see Agrima, and like she supported me a lot when I was starting up. She gave me a lot of ideas on how to like tackle LinkedIn growth and stuff, and now for some reason she doesn't even comment on my posts. Must be busy. Anyways, so this is the post I made, and then I kept on like periodically and like consistently posting on LinkedIn, and within a month this is my LinkedIn profile, and now I am sitting at 453 followers, so it's like a jump from 160 to 453, and like I made over 100 connections and a lot more friends, and it's been fun. It's been a fun journey. Everyone is so helpful and nice here on LinkedIn, although a little bit cringe, but that's okay. So that's about LinkedIn. After like this went on the side, and along with this I also started my outreach from like 21st or 22nd of January. So the first step in outreach is to scrape the leads. Now what does that mean? It means like the first step in outreach is to get the information and email addresses of companies that you are going to be targeting, you're going to be emailing. So that step is called outreach, and you can automate the outreach process. Like you can pay someone to get the leads, but that method is a bit more expensive, and at that time, back in the last week of January, I did not have enough money to like get it done by someone else, so I had to do it manually. There are ways to do it manually, but they are time consuming. So I remember I was spending like 3 to 4 hours on just scraping the leads and writing emails and sending them. So that was a little hectic. So here's what I did. So there is a website called myip.ms. Now it's basically an IP address tracker, but there is like really cool feature in it that I'll show you here. So you can just enter the IP address and see where I'll have to blur this one. So but if you come up here in websites and you can see the World Website Database, so it also has like a database of all the websites that are listed on the internet. I don't think it's like all the website, but it like covers a lot of them. And the fun thing is that you can sort it by the IP of the like the parent IP. So what I did was I went here and I selected Shopify. Shopify is the platform on which like a lot of e-commerce businesses are built. So all the websites that are built on Shopify IP address will be listed here. Now it'll ask me to do it again. So select Shopify and search. Then it will list all the websites that are listed on the Shopify IP address, and it sorts them by their ratings. So this must be like a really so like the one at the top is like the most visited. Now as you can see Fashion Nova and Gymshark here. So the thing is the service I was providing is email marketing, and I'm still providing is email marketing, and these big companies like Gymshark, they already have their emails like set up and everything, so it doesn't make sense to go do outreach to these big companies. So what I did, what you want to do is go here and select page 100th or like 200th page. Like select companies that are not listed at the top. If they are listed at the top, that means that their emails and everything has already been set up and they have been in the business for quite a while. So you want to select companies that are not totally below, somewhere in the middle, like people who still haven't had their emails figured out. So this is what I did. I went to the 100th page. Then let's select let's select this sugarandcotton.com. I would just click here. It will open a new page with the website. And then I would check for certain things, that how are their emails set up. There are some checklists that you can have, and I would just make notes in an Excel file. It's not opening right now, I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Yep. So this is their website. So I would check for emails, like there must be a place for entering your email address somewhere in the bottom, and I don't see anything. So that means that even these guys have not set up their emails and they are probably losing out on a lot of money. So I can technically go and reach out to them, but now I have this process automated, so I'm not going to do that. So what the next step in this process would be to have all this information on an Excel sheet, and here is my Excel sheet. So I was this is the name of the founder. The founders, I have hidden the company names and the email addresses. Then I would write personalized first line for them, and here are the notes, like what did I notice in the website that can be fixed, and I can help them with it. And then I would just write the emails, and here is the tracking sheet. Again, I've hidden the company names. So I send the first email on these dates, then the second on these. Green represents that email has been sent, blue represents that I received a reply, and red represents that what does red represent? I think it means that I couldn't find the email address related to that company. Anyways, so this is how I was doing. It was, I think, back in 24th or 25th of January I started the whole outreach process. And yeah, so there's this thing with cold email outreach, that you do not see results for at least a week or two. So there's this gap since the day you start sending emails and the day you receive the replies. There's this gap where you are constantly sending emails and trying your best. That's what I was doing. I was spending almost 3 to 4 hours every day doing this, and I was not seeing any results, any tangible results. So that was kind of demotivating. So in the meanwhile, I also started cold calling businesses in North America, US and Canada. And thanks a lot to Purvank. He's a really cool guy. He gave me his Skype subscription to make calls, make real phone calls to the US. So thanks, Purvank. So I did call some businesses. It was fun. It was kind of I was kind of nervous in doing that. I have done cold calls before, but that was mostly in India with people who spoke the same language as me. So it was a bit easier for me to have the conversation going. But if you're talking with native English speakers, it gets a little bit difficult. So anyways, as I found out after some time that pitching email marketing as a service over phone call is not a very good way to go about it, because you meet a lot of gatekeepers. Gatekeepers are people who sit at the reception, or who pick up the calls maybe in the customer service center, and then they are not the decision makers. You cannot tell them that, okay, I'll help you do this, will you hire me? So you have to get to the CEO or the decision maker, and it gets really hard. You have to ask them to forward your call to the person who is making the decision, and a lot of times it becomes kind of difficult. So I talked to a friend who does this already, and he said that you are better off sticking with cold email for this service. So I said okay. Anyways, after now I want to show a few of the emails. Then I started receiving replies after a week or so, and I want to show them. So here is the email one. Okay, this is the email that I sent, the first cold email, and I'm going to show you what the template was. So I have hidden the names, the email and the company names for these people. As you can see, this was sent on 25th January at 10 p.m. Yep. A lot of these emails I was sending at around, I think 12, 10, 11 p.m. At the night, in the night, because that would be the time for businesses in California to in daytime for them. It's a 13.5 hour time difference. So I said, hey, name of the people. I say, I came across your company name yesterday and I absolutely love the work you girls are doing. I could relate with the slow internet speed. Okay, so these girls were selling an internet speed booster. And so the first few lines of your email should be like really personalized and a genuine compliment. You don't want to fake it. I mean, the thing that I've written here, I could relate with the slow internet speed. This is something that I have myself struggled with, so that's why I wrote it. You cannot get someone else's business by lying and not being genuine. You have to be genuine. So this is the key here. And I told them that I signed up for the mailing list and I did not receive anything. And I think that you guys are like, you can just pause the video and read this right now. And I said that you guys are leaving money on the table and you could be making more money with this. Then I sent them a screenshot of a store that I helped. Okay, now this is the same Australian store that I was helping back in December, that I think even mentioned in the videos, and I was able to receive these results for them. So I took a screenshot of the dashboard. 20% of their monthly revenue was coming from my email, so I used that as a testimonial in my like outreach emails. And then I said that I would love to do the same for you. If that would be worth 15 minutes of yours, can I send some times or a quick call? Best, Sharik. And I posed myself as an email marketing consultant, not as a freelancer and not as an agency owner, because someone said to me that it's better you act as a consultant. Anyways, this was sent on 25th January and I did not receive any reply on this. I sent like 35 or 40 emails total, like 2 different businesses, and in the beginning I did not receive any reply. So after 2 days I sent this other email. This is I replied this on the same email. So what it does is it bumps it back up on the top of their inbox, because a lot of time these people are receiving like 100 200 emails per day, and it's really easy for your email to like get buried in their inbox. So what you want to do is reply to the same email and just write that I'm just bumping this up, so it goes back up and there are high chances that they see it. So this was sent on 27th of January at 1 a.m. at night. I'm telling you, I was doing this like late at night. So I said that, hey, I'm sure you girls are super busy and I wanted to make sure that this doesn't get buried in the inbox. Best, my name. Then even for this I did not receive any reply. So after 3 days, now this process is called following up. There is like a really good video on Alex Berman's channel. I'll link that in the description, where he teaches about how to follow up, and this is what I'm following. Like this is how I'm like copying his tactics, his strategy here. So on 30th of January, 3 days after the previous email, at 12:40 a.m. I sent this email. So in this email, what I did was I just shared 2 ways in which I would help their store to make more sales. I just listed the ways and how they would help them make more sales. So this is like so this email does 2 things. It tells them that I know my shit, I know how to do stuff, and second, that I actually care about helping them, and I'm not just another like pretentious person who's trying to like get their money and run away. So this is what I told them, and I said that within 7 days of implementing these 2 things, we'll see a 10% bump in the MRR. MRR is monthly recurring revenue for a store. And I've got a total of 8 such sequences that I can implement to get that level to 25%. Would love to talk to you more about this. Let me know when's a good time. And surprisingly, the very same day, within 12 hours, I received a reply. And this is what she said. She said that you can see 30th of January, 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. in the after like 12 hours or so. She said that I just saw this email and I would love to work together when you're free to talk. So this was like, I was really happy when I received this. This was my first positive reply after sending like a bunch of different emails and not hearing anything back from anyone. So this felt nice. So I quickly sent her my Calendly link to book a meeting with me, to like book a call. And she booked a call for, this is the Calendly screenshot, for 4th of February. It was a Friday, 1:30 p.m. And we had the call. It was a lengthy call, but in a nutshell, I would say that I was able to close her for setting up emails for my for her store. And so I use PandaDoc, whatever that is, PandaDoc, to like sign digital contracts. So on 8th of February, on Tuesday, she signed the contract. As you can see, document has been completed and is now paid. So she signed the contract on 8th, and then we started working, and the rest of the days from 8th to 14th, like till Valentine's Day, were spent like in fulfilling the service, and I was doing all the work. It was like a really hectic schedule, but I managed to complete it on time and things were looking good. So yeah, so this was like my first win, and after this win I had some money in my bank account. I could like automate the outreach. So what I did, So the next thing that I did was I became a member of Cashflow Syndicate. Now what is that? I'll show you here. So this is Cashflow Syndicate. It's basically a paid community for people who are doing the same thing. Like, it's run by two guys in there, like they are I think 23, 24, and like they are making a shit ton of money with the agency model, and they are like posting their meetings, their call recordings, and a few of their courses in a Discord group. So it's a community of people. A lot of people are there. You can talk to them, you can ask questions, and it's just $9 per week. Here you can see $9 per week. So I signed up for this, and I think I'm still a member, and I'll stay for a few more weeks now. It's good, it's really good. And the next thing that I did was I bought a subscription for Apollo.io. So what Apollo is a database of all the like email addresses and business information and businesses. So what this will help me do, what this is helping me do, is like save time on going to myip.ms and then manually scraping leads and then verifying them. So it's saving me hours of work. And because of a guy on Twitter, his name is Jay, I think his name is Jay Nanavati, and he gave me a trick to get Apollo subscription for $9 for the first month. Otherwise, like normally Apollo subscription is $49 per month, which is like the basic, but he helped me get this for $9, so it was like really cool. And I'm gonna use this to like get more clients in the upcoming weeks. Now I want to show you a few other replies that I got from people. I started seeing replies after that. So this was from Katie. She said that thanks for reaching out. I think it's awesome that you looked into us and took the time to research our story, which is like, it felt really nice because I was actually putting in the time and the effort and the hours to like research about the founders of the company. Like I would just Google and their name and any articles, any podcast episodes, or any like interviews I could find, and I would read through them and see what kind of personality they have. Then I would like make a genuine compliment in my emails for them. So someone noticed it, and it like it really made my day. But then she said that things are a bit tight for them right now. She does see the you can just pause the video and see this one, but in a nutshell, she said that she does see the value in email marketing, but they're just not at that level yet where they would want it. So maybe in the future. So I marked them, and I will try to reach out to them again in 3 or 4 months. And yeah, another email was from James. He said that he is happy to spend 30 minutes talking about what I have as a service that can help their business. So he was looking to schedule something next week, but then I think I got busy and I couldn't follow up properly. So this was sent on 2nd of February, and then I couldn't follow, so we did not have any meeting. But I think I will do the follow-up sequences now, and let's see if I'm able to like land something with James and his company. And next was from Lizzie. She said that we don't have any need for these services. Could you please remove me from email list? Which is like a good thing. It's like a really warm way to say that no, we don't need it. And I really appreciate it, because a lot of people don't even reply to the emails. So if you don't want something from them, at least tell them. So that's really good. And as you can see, this was also sent at 1:41 a.m. I was really sleeping late those days. So yeah, that was for the emails. I was able to sign my first client, so that is the first big win, first paying client via cold emails. So I know this stuff works, and that was like the highlight of the previous month. And now it's 20th. Now I am automating my outreach with these with the Apollo thing, and the goal for I hope I'm not missing anything. No, I don't think I'm missing anything. The goal for February, the remaining days of February, is to get one more client, one more paying client, and like end the month on a good note. I also have college starting tomorrow, so I am not very sure how I'm going to like squeeze all of these things up within that tight schedule, because a lot of my day and energy will be and time will be going into college. So let's see how I'm able to fit that. But yeah, the goal is to get one more client by the end of February, and get a new laptop. That is the main priority right now. So yeah, there. One more thing that I wanna mention is that this my first client I got with my personal email address. Like I did not even need a fancy name and like a warmed up email address, because at that time my email was still warming up. And I can show you guys here that if I go to Warmup Inbox and log in, you can see it's still so here is my inbox. Like here is my domain that I have been warming up. It's been like now it has a health score of 7, which is good. I remember it started with 3.5 or 3.65 or something like that, which was really bad. It's still not perfect. I need a health score of 8.5 to like be in the green zone where it doesn't go to spam ever. But we're slowly getting there. I hope it goes up to like 8.5 by the end of February. And the fun thing is that I didn't even send any email with this one, because it still had like a low deliverability rate back in the last week of January. So I was using my personal email address to send the email. So that means, and I actually got a reply on a client. So that means that you don't need a fancy website. I don't even have a website. You don't need a fancy website, domain, or like name or a video to get clients. You can just do that with like the bare minimum. So rest, that's what I believe. I think what people say, rest are excuses, that you need this and this to get started. You can just get started with like the bare minimum that you have. Just get going. So that proves another point that they say that money loves speed. So just be fast as fuck. So yeah, I think that is it for the video. There's one more thing that I want to show, and that is, okay, so in the last video, you guys might remember, I don't think it was the last video, I think last to last video, this was the plan that I was doing, learning and practicing. And then I got a client and practiced with him in December, and then I got a testimonial, and now I'm at this stage where I'm getting bigger clients for not 600. I'm doing the setup and everything. So currently I'm charging $1,000 for 20 or 24 emails, which is like cool. So yeah, and I think that concludes our video. Thanks for watching, and I will be making another video within a month and see how far we have gotten with the plans and everything. Bye.